Okay, let's go, ladies.
Don't worry, pussycat. We won't rest till we get you out of here.
Thanks, Mom.
Who wants Chinese? I got her credit card. Finally arrives. I bend down to kiss his ring. Just then, security comes and whisks him away. He leaves the ring behind as a memento.
Ma, you stole the Pope's ring?
It slipped off. You know, for God's representative on earth, he sure has sweaty palms.
Cut off his sex.
You mean it grows back?
Yes, Rose.
Please protect us and watch over us in this our hour of need.
Amen.
Lucy. Hi. Oh, get in here. I want you to meet my friends. This is Sophia and Dorothy and Rose.
Nice to meet you, Lucy.
Let me get a...
We have your backing. You want to let go of my hand now?
I think he means right now.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. Goodbye, ladies.
Goodbye, Mr. President.
Two people in it.
Ma, please. If not, I'm going to spend my entire vacation worrying about you.
Dorothy, I'll be fine. Besides, it'll be nice to have the house to myself. I can vacuum in the nude. Now get out of here.
Take care, Sophia.
Honey, I'll call you the minute I get to the hotel. For little Betty is a joy, but she's going to have to trim her mohawk if she wants to play Mary in the Christmas play.
Sounds like you need to unwind.
I think I need to retire.
Look, I know it's late, but could we go for a drink?
Sure, yeah, I'll settle for that.
Family anymore. They all ate some sausages that they shouldn't have at their last family picnic, and they all died.
Food poisoning.
No, they stole the sausage from the Calabrese family.
So what are you doing here?
Well, I took a vacation to come and see you. Didn't you get my letter?
No, we...
Oh, it's been a wonderful afternoon, Patrick.
It's been a wonderful week, Blanche.
Oh, Patrick, our relationship's just so special, I don't think I can keep it a secret any longer.
Well, it's hard on me too, Blanche. But when the time is right, I'll rent a plane and write it in the sky.
Oh, Patrick, sit down. What?
Mail call.
Oh, Rose, you're here. That's good. I am absolutely snowed under with this wetlands thing. And as usual, I know I can count on you.
I'm sorry, Dorothy.
What? But, Rose, you always help out.
See something. How about you and I go out sometime, huh? Dorothy, I really want to see you again.
I really want to see you again, too.
Great.
But I can't.
Why not?
Because I could get serious about you.
Well, I don't get it.
Al, up until the other night, I thought this whole thing was a game, but... Just admit that this is all because you don't like Barbara Thorndike.
Oh, God, I don't like Barbara Thorndike. I think she's a phony.
Oh, this from a woman who tells her dates that she was Angie Dickinson's body double and Dressed to Kill.
That's just a little white lie.
Oh, yeah? Then why is it on your job resume?
Black for Dorothy.
Oh, yes.
Boy, Blanche, I didn't realize you were such a big spender. Go ahead, Dorothy, you go.
Okay, I buy for...
This is the most humiliating thing that's ever happened to me.
How quickly you forget the 1964 Tokyo Olympics.
Big deal. 80,000 people had to wait 20 minutes. The torch eventually got there, didn't it?
As soon as she comes to me on her knees and begs my forgiveness.
I think she'd like that. All right. The little witch is ready to apologize for everything.
She said that?
In her own old world way, yes. Come on. Are you ever going to talk to me again?
Dorothy, what you did was a mean, dirty, underhanded trick.
I had no choice. It was like The Exorcist. I was battling Stan for your soul.
Well, I'm off.
He did. Oh, are you all right, honey?
I don't know what happened. I just saw stars and blackness. It was like being at the planetarium.
It was the shock of the news.
Oh, I'm sorry,
No,
Blanche.
no, that's quite all right. It was shocking news. I would have fainted myself, only I was afraid I'd fall face down and chip my beautiful teeth.
Jump on the Easter season. I have a new idea for a great novelty. It's a decorated Easter egg with a little window in it. And when you look into it, you see a beautiful Easter scene.
Well, that's not a new idea. Those Easter eggs have been around for years and years.
Yes, but this one leaves a black circle around your eyes.
That practically screamed. But apparently he has, or he wouldn't have had the nerve to call here.
You're not going to call him back, are you?
Oh, absolutely. If John comes to Miami, I want to see him.
I don't think that's such a good idea, Pussycat.
Ma, don't you see? When John Noretti gets here, I'm finally going to get my revenge. He's going to see a beautiful,
The
vibrant...
monarch butterfly spreading its wings as it emerges from the miracle of the cocoon.
She got him to pay for half the room.
Or the sturdy cypress reaching heavenward, tall and mighty and proud.
That one, I think, is pretty self-explanatory.
My life thinks I'm a lesbian. Doesn't mean there aren't thousands and hundreds and millions of men out there who don't. That must be my milling man.
Zorro rides again.
Chuck.
Thumper.
Naughty Home's ever gonna find out about this.
Oh, yes, they will. The St. Olaf Courier Dispatch is known for its investigative reporting.
You're right. That series they did on oat fungus was an uncompromising piece of journalism.
Damn, I bet you Bert is greeting his guests right now.
I can't believe we're going to miss it.
Up and take a bow.
If I'm not mistaken, all the waiters were whistling at me.
Maybe they never saw anyone eat a steak that fast. Pedicure.
Well, I'm 80-something, and I've seen more death and dying than any of you. Over the past 5 months, we've seen a perfectly healthy, energetic woman waste away. She can't do anything anymore. So what difference does it make that they don't have a name for it yet? It's still something. There were lots of diseases they didn't have a name for.
Are you quiet?
I'm whispering.
I don't mean now. I mean then.
Oh, it's very quiet. I'm very quiet. I don't scream.
Over in the shot.
Well, I do care about him. I just have some things I have to do.
But like what?
Oh, look, I'm trying to keep this relationship casual. If I go to that hospital, I'm in and there's no getting out.
Don't be silly. All you have to do is follow the orange line down the middle of the hallways. They lead right to the elevator. We don't want to lose him. Bye-bye.
I better get to the office.
We're not done yet.
Couldn't it wait?
Well, no, it cannot wait. George, the kids are gone. You're never here. I have nothing to do anymore.
What do your friends do?
Shop, have lunch, some play golf, some have affairs.
Which ones are having affairs?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
I'm gonna pack. Sophia, wait, isn't there anything we can do to make you stay?
Nothing. My mind's made up. I'm leaving in the morning.
Oh.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with my taste. You've seen that ring that I picked out for Dorothy.
Actually, he was going for a bracelet, but the mechanical claw grabbed the ring.
Okay, girls, I guess I do need some help. I'll call tomorrow and we'll set up a time to go shopping. I really have to...
Isn't this fun? Dorothy, you haven't even touched your Mr. Ha-Ha dog.
You're right. Yeah, I touched it.
You're not having any fun, are you, Dorothy?
Am I that?
or Dynasty or Falcons Landing or one of those. They're all the same.
Oh, I thought you were the one.
Oh, please. I could never do anything like that. If you saw my brother-in-law, you'd know why.
Now, look, Rose, you're going to have to go to...
Not a chance. And you never wanted to go out with me.
Come on, get serious.
You realize, of course, that we can't let Blanche get away with this. She must be punished.
No argument here. What do you have in mind?
Kiss a woman the way I make love to a woman.
You said make love twice.
I know, it's my favorite. I'm not surprised you wanted to dump me tonight, Dorothy. The good ones always do. They always end up wanting more than just nights filled...
There. He's not picking you up? What kind of guy doesn't pick up his date?
Oh, no, we just decided to meet at L'Auberge. It's no big deal.
Oh, wait just a minute. This whole thing is a trick, isn't it? You're just trying to make us think you're going out with Dr. Kagan.
I am not lying. You're just jealous about the fact that I have a date on a Saturday night.
Well, I won't accept it. Oh, excuse me. Officer. Oh, a grievous injustice has been perpetrated upon my friends and me. We are totally innocent. We're just 3 helpless females, desperately in need. There's nobody there to take care of you.
That's okay. Rather be there alone than trapped here with you. Besides, I can take care of myself. Been doing it long enough.
What do you mean?
All Mom and Dad ever do is fight. They don't even know
My eyes bugged out, my hair shot straight up. I did a crazy rubber dance all over the room. Well, I'm sure my heart even stopped beating for a minute. Then she ran to Daddy and told him that I had broken the star and almost electrocuted her. And he sent me to my room for all of Christmas Eve. And told me that baby Jesus was mad at me for ruining.
Tell me about it. You guys look like you should be barking on the front seat of a fire engine. I really would sue.
Oh, Rose, come here, sit down. Listen, I just got off the phone with the penny saver.
Don't worry about it. You won't be needing it. Dorothy, get dressed. You're fine.
I beg your pardon?
We've run every test known to man. They're all normal. You can get dressed, go home, enjoy your life.
But, Dr. Stevens, I was always healthy, and then I came down with this flu. I can't get rid of it. I've been sick for 5 months now. Oh, Rose, honey, please come out. We've already told you how sorry we are. I mean, we never expected this to go so far.
But that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was making me believe that somebody felt those special things about me. Somebody wanted to hear what...
You were a lesbian.
Yvonne, we want to join a gym.
Well, what kind of exercise are you interested in?
Oh, nothing radical. Just lose a few pounds.
Tone up.
Yeah, slim down.
Get into my summer wardrobe.
Get into my winter wardrobe.
Get into my bathrobe.
I decided to be cremated instead. It's a great idea. My ashes can be divided among you, your brother Phil, and your sister Gloria. Nah, forget Gloria. I don't want to spread myself too thin.
Hi, girls. I needed...
Blanche, what is all that stuff?
Just my natural beauty supplements. This is my apricot facial scrub and my honey skin toner and my coconut moisturizer.
If I put cracked ice and an umbrella on your head, you'd be a Mai Tai.
Far back as I can remember, but somehow you were always there when we needed you. You got me through 4 years of college by helping me pay for it, but also by encouraging me whenever I felt like giving up. Do you want me to go on, Ma? Because we could be here all night.
Enough already. Ralph Edwards makes less of a fuss over people.
Nuns.
Sophia, you have no idea how much we're going to miss you. It's like losing a member of the family.
Rose is right, Sophia. You're just like a mother to us. We feel like your daughters, too.
I feel the same way. Rose, just remember, you're smarter than people say you are. You've got common sense, And you know what you do. Oh, thank God this mess is over. I couldn't see a thing through this crap.
Well, I'm all packed and ready to go.
Good, I'll have your lunch done in a minute.
Get unbearable. Do you remember that awful night you came barging into my room like a raving lunatic? I was ready to kill you. Man.
Look, Dorothy, you don't have to believe all of this, but stop trying to take it away from me. I'm going to bed. Good night, Spumoni face.
What did you call me?
Spumoni face.
Wow, I mean, I haven't heard that since I was 7 years old.
Religious questions of the ages. Like, what do you really want from me? What is my real purpose in life? What was Edward G. Robinson doing in the Ten Commandments?
Do you think it's too soon to put on the bloopers tape?
Just a tad.
So, the existentialist says to the psychiatrist, just because you don't see a parrot on my head.
Please, come in. You'll have to excuse my mother. She's a little upset. She just found out she has the same hairdresser as Whoopi Goldberg.
This is my associate, Bobby Hopkins.
Detective Mullins, I am Blanche Devereaux, and these are my roommates, Dorothy and Rose. They're innocent. I'm not.
Think that is a lovely idea, Mrs. Petrillo.
Don't worry, Dorothy. I'll be on my best behavior. I won't say or do anything to embarrass you. Oh, wait. Goofy pictures of Dorothy when she was a kid. Might as well have a couple of laughs over lunch.
Well, in that case, go get 'em, Tiger.
You know, Ma, I've been thinking. Since I got a raise in salary, you should get one in your allowance, too.
And you ask why I love this woman? Somebody deserves a hug for that. But before...
I mean it. You're really hurting me.
Melt too fast.
I don't believe it! This is incredible news. I've been nominated for St. Olaf Woman of the Year.
Oh, that's nice. Did the new TV guide come yet?
Blanche, you don't understand. In St. Olaf, this is the hot...
Hi. Ready to go?
Soon as Rose lends me some gloves.
They're in the bottom drawer on the left, under my clarinet.
Be right back.
Female who likes to party, and he got one. No, I need to make some extra money. What for? When you get to be my age, the quality of your life changes. While you three are at work, I'm here by myself all day, and it gets lonely.
Oh, Ma, maybe I could stay home more.
Or we could get a giant screen TV.
How would you like your rear end kicked across the street?
Oh, great. Here's the other $4.
Girls, there is a busload of Greek sailors out front. They want to know how many drachma there are in $8.
Lord Sophia, you won't so much as glance at another man.
Dream on, Piccadilly.
Oh, come on, Blanche. Let's go confess to Rose and beg her forgiveness.
Early 20s. I was taking some classes at Miss MacGyver's finishing school. And one night, Bobby Joe Springer had escorted me back to my dormitory after the annual Fine Manners Ball, when an innocent goodnight kiss developed into an evening of passion. But at 3 a.m., the door flung open, and there stood Miss MacGyver, making one of those...
Would you like to leave a message?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to apologize.
What took you so long?
Ma, when did you get in?
Oh, Dorothy, grow up. So, are you reading from a prepared statement, Goldfire?
There is one little thing. Well, that must be him. Rose, would you get the door, please?
Hello.
Oh, hello. We thought you were Blanche's date, but you're way too old.
Hello, sweetheart. Come in. I want you to meet all my...
Ma, what are you doing up?
Just having a Maalox moment. What about you?
Thinking about Glenn. Oh, this whole thing is so rushed. Ma, I'm afraid I'm too old to make another mistake.
Dust. You're practically a sister to me.
Yeah, well, sisters often lie, Rose, and even best friends take advantage of each other occasionally.
I don't think so.
Rose, you should. You're being very naive.
I'm not naive.
Yes, you are. You are being naive now. Don't you see? I'm stealing your money.
I need party, huh?
Well, I haven't been to any discotheques yet, if that's what you mean. Actually, my brother Arnie dragged me out tonight. This is my first date.
You mean...
That means yes.
Gee, Rose, if I closed my eyes, I'd swear I was in Ecuador.
Sorry, that was me.
Okay, Rose.
At me. I tried to convince Myra that he's just a friend, but she wouldn't listen. For some reason, she won't accept a divorce. I really feel threatened.
Ma, Stan gave me an engagement ring.
I see. Excuse me. Black as ripe olive, skin as smooth and creamy as fresh butter, hair flaming red like a rich marinara sauce.
Ma, that's not you. That's your lasagna recipe.
Shut up. Anyway, I was the most gorgeous girl in the village, and I could have my pick of...
And I'm afraid if we make love, I'll kill you.
If you haven't made love in 15 years, that's a possibility. Rose, don't worry about it. Listen, I had to check up a couple of...
Reason why I would lie to you?
You're embarrassed because you seduced him. You're scared, and you're guilty because you ruined his campaign.
3 good reasons.
Oh, shut up, Rose.
Hello. Yes, this is Blanche. People from Minnesota are honest. They don't lie. What could you possibly find to lie about on a farm? Must be some state. Lots of lakes and nice pale people. I'd drown myself. Criticize him.
Watch me.
Oh, Dorothy, don't ever antagonize a man who could answer the question, you in what army? What's your gripe with the president, anyway?
He calls himself the education president, but our education system has some serious problems. I see the illiteracy. I see dropouts.
Get out of here. But Dorothy, he's
A little early, yes, but we're delighted to see him.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hello, Rose. You're looking lovely this evening.
Oh, wait a minute. Rose Nyland, you did.
Dorothy, is that terrible?
Of course not. Honey, you're doing what you can.
Does he look nice?
Yeah.
In a suit?
Not exactly.
A dress?
Not exactly.
Culottes? Not in culottes.
Ask Dr. Ashton.
Listen, you know, I really don't think this operation is a good idea.
Oh, Mrs. Bornak, relax. You have nothing to worry about. It's a simple surgical procedure. I'm sure everything will be fine. Here, I'll leave these forms so you can look them over, and I'll see you in the morning when I get back from court.
Look, wait a minute. I want to...
It really is. I just could never sell it, not even to you all. picture waiting to happen.
Blanche, how can you say that? All these girls are adorable.
Oh, yeah, sure. I just wish I had that one's nose full of nickels.
She's on in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Grandma, I don't think I can sing in front of all those people out there.
Oh, Dorothy, I got a ball. I got a ball. We won. We won. I won. You lost. And I won.
You lost the bet, Dorothy. That means I'm going.
You go, honey, and with my blessing.
There, Papa. Dorothy, how's Sophia doing?
Oh, she's resting, but her hernia is painful.
Well, honey, put your mind at ease. The operation today is just a minor procedure. And by the way, you have nothing to be guilty about.
What? Well, I don't feel... Well, it's not a bad idea, but I'm a little embarrassed.
Oh, me too.
Embarrassed? Well, there's no reason to be embarrassed. Now, these are discreet professionals. This is a private matter. Whatever we buy is nobody's business but our own. I'd like...
Please, he hardly ever remembers to lift up the toilet lid.
Fine, fine. We'll start looking for a place today. Come on, Max.
Rose, are any of your relatives named Psycho and Psycho too?
Anyway, Big Sven picked out a bride for Little Sven, and now he's flying him over.
Oh, I don't know. It seems so unfair to me, an arranged marriage.
Oh, I don't know, Dorothy. I think it can be fun. George and I had that kind of...
Blanche, your friend Harry wants an answer tonight. What are you going to tell him?
I haven't decided. I guess I'll know when I hear it come out of my mouth.
You'll know when you hear it come out of your mouth. This isn't a belch, Blanche. This is marriage. Will you look at this? She has more colors than Benjamin Moore paint. Just tell me why. Why in this house? Why in my bed again?
Dorothy, this place has memories for us. This is the place where Gloria and I first... Well, I don't have to tell you. You were there.
Dorothy, it just happened. I know you think it's wrong, but it's not a crime, you know.
Yeah. Laundry thousands of times. Oh, by the way, we're out of Bleak.
Blanche, you dropped these.
Oh, thanks.
Men's underwear?
Getting a little misty, are you, pussycat?
I don't believe it. Blanche,
Just to look good at this wedding.
Look, Ma, I don't know how to break this to you.
Gently, I'm old.
Giuseppe Mangiacavallo has had a fabulous life. He's in his 80s, is a multimillionaire, and enjoys perfect health.
Well, it's a very slow-acting curse.
So it would appear. Oh, honey. No, I know it's a very important vegetable to you, but I'm really stuffed.
And stick your finger in it.
Pig.
Come on, I don't...
You, dear?
Oh, Tony. Oh, Angela. Oh, boy, who is that woman?
Oh, this woman. Oh, she's my cleaning lady.
What? You cannot wait to go back there and rub their noses in it.
Isn't it wonderful how you make lifelong bonds when you join a sorority?
No, I never belonged to a sorority. I was blackballed.
Oh, I think that is so cruel. The Alpha Yams didn't have blackballing. We believed that any girl who wanted to help her community and foster a...
Zbornak, a novelty salesman, your ex-husband, father of your children, and if you don't mind me saying, first-class yuts.
Wow, they do know everything.
We had to run security clearances on everyone. Everyone passed except for you, Mrs. Petrillo.
You think I'm crazy?
No, I don't. But I do think you need help. I mean, you don't eat, you don't sleep, you're afraid all the time.
You got nothing to fear but fear itself. And, of course, the boogeyman.
I feel like I've known him all my life. I talked to him about Charlie. I talked to him about St. Olaf. I talked to him about my family. I talked to him about my animal friends. I talked to him about life on the farm.
If that man didn't get a medal in the war, he sure as hell deserves one now.
Wait a minute. Did she just...
Tell me, have you had a chance to see much of the city?
No, not really.
Well, perhaps I could show you some of the highlights sometime.
But that sounds great. I'd love it.
I'd love to go too. Except I have to wash my hair every day. At our annual talent show, right after the herring juggling act.
You mean to tell me that somebody actually juggled herring?
No, it was the herring who did the juggling. Tiny little Ginsu knives. Really very dangerous. I mean, one fall.
Oh, darling, I'll be ready to go in just a minute. I had Hannah do my makeup while my pedicure was drying, so all I have to do is change my shoes. Wait a minute. What are you doing?
I think I'm dying. But then again, this 104 fever may be clouding my judgment.
Rose Nyland, you are St. Olaf's Woman of the Year. Oofda!
Won't do it again.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Dorothy. How was your day?
Rose, I tried to be positive, but it was lousy.
Dorothy, in times like these...
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, Mr. Diodoro. It's time for your medication.
Diodoro? Funny he didn't look Italian.
Money appeals to me, but why the sandwich business?
Because we don't have enough counter space to make kidney machines. So are we partners or what?
Gee, it sounds kind of complicated. Selling sandwiches at a construction site? I don't know the first thing about business. You should ask Dorothy. Or Blanche. At least they'd have some input.
I know. So are we partners or what?
Honey, listen, don't panic. As soon as the girls get home from work, we'll fan out through the neighborhood and we'll find Dreyfus.
No go, Blanche. I need to handle this myself.
Why?
Because if Dorothy finds out I lost Dreyfus, she'll never trust me with anything again. That's why I'm begging you, please. Promise me, on your mother's grave, you won't breathe a word.
Not really nuns.
We're actually gorgeous private citizens.
Now I'm confused.
Come to the kitchen. I'll fix you some breakfast and explain the whole thing.
Look, everybody, the storm's letting up. Oh, I'm gonna run right on over to Walter's.
Aren't you going to change?
You can't watch.
Well, I was thinking maybe someplace like Williamsburg, Virginia. Or maybe Washington, D.C.
You're moving, Rose? Too bad. This would be touching if I liked you more.
I'm not moving, Sophie. I picked up our lottery tickets. Here we go.
Oh,
here we go.
Now, I forget. How's this go again? To win something, you have to get 3 to match?
Right. If you get 3 coconuts, you win $100.
What if you get 3 palm trees?
You don't have 3 palm trees. That means you win $10,000.
Ma, I know what a palm tree looks like.
We used to have the most wonderful ones back home. I can remember sitting out under a big old tree with the Darcy triplets, Hank, Bo, and Dove, eating and talking and laughing. And then long towards the end of the meal, why the boys always got into a fight over who was going to get to lick the barbecue sauce from my fingertips and kiss away the little droplet of butter that always... Against dead people. I've never seen one. I never intend to.
Didn't you see your husband when he was dead?
Oh, no, I cannot look at dead people. That's why I don't even watch the news. Every now and then they sneak a corpse in on you. You could be watching a perfectly lovely little story about Central America. All of a sudden, bam, a dead body.
This is ridiculous. I mean, here we...
I'm talking tie bibs, babe.
Tie bibs.
Yeah, little bibs that fit over your necktie. You go out to lunch, you don't have to worry about staining your tie.
It's a perfect gift, a great idea. And the best part was no one else had ever thought.
I just continued the tradition by myself.
That's so romantic, proposing over champagne. I never think of things like that. I'm gonna ruin this whole night, I know it.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me you're thinking of popping the question right here on St. Valentine's Day, just like George did.
Yeah. Unbelievable, but please go along with it, okay? I mean, do it for me.
If it means that much to you, pussycat, you got it.
Oh, thanks. Now remember, not a word.
So what's all this crap about you putting a curse on my door?
To this day, I don't know why I couldn't sell them.
Did you ever hear of napkins, Stanley?
Hey, so I didn't make the cover of Fortune. I'm just trying to do something to make things better for us. All our friends were moving up, and we were stuck with a one-way ticket to Palookaville.
Everybody, I want you to meet my friend Tommy Cochran. Sit down, Tommy. Tommy's a writer. According to the New York Times, he is the most exciting new novelist to come along since Mr. Norman Mailer. We met in the park last week. I was sitting there reading Tommy's latest book, and he came over and offered to autograph it.
Narrows? What is a foot candle? What is the Theodosian code? What is the speed of light? What is the point of any of this, Alex? I am humiliating these two.
Rose, Charlie, I'm afraid Dorothy is absolutely right about that, too. So why don't we go on...
Girls, can you imagine being the one to put your mother in jail?
It was just a theory.
Follow that lady to Guilt City.
Now, stop it. Now, stop it. Look, nobody's to blame for this.
She's rationalizing.
Look, instead of pointing fingers, I thought we were going to try to find a way out of this.
Well,
she put a curse on us.
And I'm the one that got put in the home?
I know it's unbelievable, but we fired her. She put a curse on us, so we had to hire her back. Now, if we can just keep her happy, maybe she'll leave us alone.
You really are afraid of her, aren't you?
Mama, it's unbelievable.
Nah, he was a workaholic. I had the marriage annulled, and 2 days after it was official, I left for America.
Ma, why couldn't you tell me this?
Dorothy, I went against centuries of tradition. You don't leave an arranged marriage. I disgraced my family's entire way of life.
I think I'm finally beginning to see.
Good.
You're telling me that you're not going to take me back?
Yes, Stanley, that's right.
Let me get this straight. You're definitely not going to take me back?
Look, Stanley, I'm sorry.
Dorothy, I'd like to hear the rest of this, but I better get down to the lobby and grab Chrissy before somebody else does.
Italy, 1939. The war is on. A promising young architect is offered a job to spearhead construction of a new wing at the Vatican.
Wait a minute, Ma. You say your Italian is rusty, but you know the word for spearhead?
It was my brother's nickname for a while as a child. Anyway.
My relationship with Miles is really getting boring. We even make love the same.
How?
Well, first he says, let's go watch TV in the bedroom. And then I think, wait, he doesn't have a TV in the bedroom. And then he says, come lie down. I won't
have any scars. See, my clothes are all off the shoulder. Sooner or later. Sorry, I had to give this some more thought.
No, we don't have time for that. Now, everybody's already washed their hands. Believe me, it'll be all right.
And when the time's right, see you at my place.
Ma, Mr. Hernandez has to go.
I'm meeting the wife and kids.
Oh, this is boring.
I know how we could make the time go faster. We could sing a work song like they do on the railroad. Just follow my lead. Gonna stuff a chicken.
Gonna stuff the chicken.
Like my mama taught me.
Like my mama taught me.
Fight.
No, I saw it. I was here.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any problem now.
I thought you said this was a cold drink. It's lukewarm.
I told him no ice.
You dumb butchagaloop. What do you think makes it cold?
Your attitude is making me cold, woman, so lighten up and say thank you.
Beef. But when I get home, I find these crummy little hard pieces, you know, from the end. Anyway, today I went in with a positive attitude. I told myself, this man is my friend, and I know he is going to give me a good cut of meat. Look.
It's a miracle.
Oh, girl. I was with him thinking, what in the world does this man like about me?
So you went back to Tom because you know what he likes.
Yes, but the whole time I was with him, I was miserable because I wanted to be with John.
Well, then tell all this to John.
I guess that is my only choice. Yes, I'm going to look him up tonight and I'm going to patch things up.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't take credit for those things.
Rose, please. Gentlemen, you're embarrassing her. I mean, the woman is a saint, and she's far too modest to take credit for any of her good deeds. So what do you say? Do we have a winner here or not? A new and fascinating friend. Oh, thank you so much. I'm really touched. Look, why don't I go ahead and get the coffee and let the three of you get to know each other?
Barbara, that is such a stunning brooch. Wherever did you get it?
Oh, I was in Morocco working on a novel, not to mention a dashing young Moroccan.
Ah, $10,000? I can't afford that, not even if I use up all my hot tub money.
Well, I guess you'll just have to lose a renter. Hey, you got 48 hours.
Hey, Don, wait. All right, I'm going to catch him, but you're going to sleep with him.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm Rose Nyland, your new roomie. Blanche has told me all about you. Sorry your husband dumped you. You can borrow my bubble bath anytime you want.
That'll help ease the lonely nights. Thank you. Just wish you weren't against this.
Look how pretty you look.
Really?
Yeah, beautiful. You remember the last time? We stayed up all night letting out that dress.
Oh, Ma, you know, Stan has changed. I trust him now for the very first time. Ma.
But there it was. She wades into the river, grabs an armful, and races home to feed her family. When she tells them the story, they think it's an act of God. But as it turned out, a disgruntled pepperoni stuffer had blown up the factory in a neighboring town, causing pepperoni to rain down over.
Oh, I hate him. God, do I hate him. Not only did he steal my necklace, but he betrayed my trust. Oh, please, God, let him get caught. Let him go to jail. Let him rot and die in some filthy cell with the rats gnawing at his eye.
I told you this, Dorothy, but I'm a special friend of Phil Rizzuto.
Hi, ladies.
Oh, hello, Miles.
I want you to meet my daughter. This is Caroline.
Oh, Caroline.
Dorothy.
So nice to meet
This
you.
is Sophia.
How do you do?
Rose Miles is here.
But that's it. No more clues. My lips are sealed. Oh, come on, come on. Think about it.
I don't care who it is. I mean, it could be the King of England. I don't care.
No, England doesn't have a king. Try Saudi Arabia.
Look, all I can think about are my test results and how to keep this gown closed.
Living, he calls it, with free refreshments after.
Well, you've always known Miles was frugal.
He's more than frugal. He's frickin' frugal.
Why, Rose?
It's a Scandinavian term. Honest. Hey, it beats learning about it in the streets.
Oh, Sophia, no bingo tonight?
I'm staying home trying to recapture my lost youth. I see you haven't got it. You know, today I saw something that shook up everything I ever believed in. Stan's born out.
I have.
You know, I think you have a point there, Rose.
Why, sure, you work with the senior citizens, you put in time at the daycare center, and you were the volunteer dummy for the fireman CPR class.
And don't forget that program was my idea, too. Well, maybe you're right. I might have a small chance. After all, besides you, who else is there?
Doing here?
Oh, there, Michael.
Hi, Rose, Blanche. I was with the band up in Fort Lauderdale. We got a free weekend. I thought I'd swing by.
Oh, it's a shame you missed Sophia. She just left.
Yeah, but she'll be back tomorrow. Go sit down. Tell me, what is new?
Well, to be honest, Mom, a lot. I'm getting married.
I mean, didn't you leave out some important details about your relationship with Buzz?
No, she did exactly the right thing. Oh, I never tell men about my past.
Why?
Takes too long.
Monday morning, I am going to be the first in line.
Make that second.
What are you talking about, Blanche? You've never cared about Jeopardy.
No, but I do care for Alex Trebek. You see, I've never had a Canadian who wasn't on skates.
I'm sorry.
Good evening, I'm Edwin Newman.
The eyes of the entire world were on Moscow today as Rose Nyland continued her mission of peace. It was 15 days ago that Mrs. Nyland wrote the now historic letter that captured the attention of Premier Gorbachev. Today she was in Red Square, capturing the hearts and minds of the Russian...
I won!
She must be having the shot put dream again.
Yeah, neither do I, but I'll tell you, if ever I sleep with Mr. Wizard, I'll find out what I can. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. It's just, all right, last night should not have happened, but it did. And it obviously means more to Stan than it does to me. I mean, right now he's hurt and he's vulnerable.
Why didn't you tell him that this morning? A special. Except Phil.
Sure, Ma.
Oh, Dorothy, can I make a little suggestion when you go for your makeover?
Sure, what is it?
Don't expect a miracle. Now get back there.
He's here, isn't he?
Who?
Who? Rocco.
Rocco.
Ma, let me refresh your memory. The man you met in the police lineup?
I was at the police station to identify the guy who stole my purse. Rocco was there on a trumped-up charge.
Ma.
You bet, darling. Rose Nyland, if I didn't know better, I might think you were trying to steal my boyfriend.
I'm innocent, Blanche.
Oh, I know it. That's why Gary's dating me.
He's a lewd, horny, oversexed beast with 5...
I tell you, that is not why that highway patrolman was following us.
Oh, Blanche, please.
Dorothy? Oh, I thought you were out.
No, we ended the evening early.
You and Glenn have a disagreement?
Yeah, he thinks he should stay married.
You mean it's over?
Look, we just came back to pick Sophia. You build it much since it burned down and gone with the wind?
Oh, Big Daddy, I'm glad you're here.
Well, I see you all getting acquainted. How are you doing?
Oh, Big Daddy, we need to talk.
Rose, honey, let's show Margaret how you make the hose dance around when you turn it on full blast.
Well, Floyd McCallum, oh, shame on you sneaking up on us like that. And in front of this young child, too.
Oh, Blanche, this is Linda.
Hello, Linda, honey. Is your daddy taking you out to lunch?
Well, Linda's just a friend, Blanche.
Oops. Oh, Floyd, I'm just so embarrassed. Come on.
Why didn't you tell me it was Father Leahy?
Well, I assumed you knew.
No, I didn't. I mean, frankly, I'm a little embarrassed.
Yeah, well, me too. Well, what difference does it make? We could...
You told us, Blanche, because he's blind.
Yes, because he's blind, but you don't know what it meant to me dating a blind man. John took away the one thing I'd always felt secure about, my looks. How do I always attract men? By being pretty, by acting sexy, showing a little leg. With John, those things don't work. I spent half the time I was rooming with Bobby Joe Nugent. We'd been having an affair for months in the one place Jean-Pierre never thought to look.
The Eiffel Tower.
Actually, it was in the cutaway Oldsmobile that they kept in the driver's ed department at school. Oh, Lordy, the things I did in that car. God spoke to you. You haven't been eating chili dogs again, have you?
That was an honest mistake, and to clarify, that's when I thought God was whistling to me. This was him talking.
Oh, Ma.
Don't you think I know how crazy this sounds? But it really happened.
Ma, I don't believe.
Be taken.
No, help yourself.
Thanks.
What can I get you, lady?
How about a shot of self-confidence?
Let me guess. You didn't come in here to drink. You got a problem, you need someone to talk to. Am I right?
That's right.
Then take a quart and call a shrink. This ain't Cheers.
The new director's gay.
A gay theater director. Did you ever hear such a thing?
It's absolutely shocking. Next thing you know, they'll have black basketball players in the NBA. Ma, you are making lasagna al prejudiced that we actually felt that way?
You bought into it, didn't you? Hey, I didn't invent Kid Pepe. I just conformed to your image of a simple-minded Hispanic fighter. Well, I am a Cuban. But hath not a Cuban eyes? Hath not a Cuban hands, organs, dimensions, senses, a song, and I want you to hear it.
Listen, Daddy, I want to talk to you about this singing
It's
thing.
been just wonderful, honey. I love singing. Now, I know I'm just getting started and I got a lot to learn, but the audiences will come around. I'll do just fine.
You know, you're talking about this singing like it's some kind of career.
Well, it is. Now, see what you think of this.
On Buddy Rourke. And after a couple of phone calls, I found out he had just retired after 45 years in the records department of the Army Pension Office.
I don't get it.
That's how he knew about Charlie. They never served together. He just read his file.
But he knew all those things about...
You don't realize how much you care for a man until you see him streaking toward the earth trying to grab a bird.
He must really love you.
Well, I love him, too.
I don't believe that. Look at what they have on.
Oh, calm down, honey. They're just trying to get to you.
Oh! Rose, take that off.
What? Hey, because this guy was a jerk because he didn't sleep with you?
Oh, yeah. What'd you think I was saying? Gosh, it's getting late. I bet it's after 1 o'clock and Dorothy's not home. I guess Dr. Kagan's turning out to be wonderful.
Or maybe he drugged her and sold her into white slavery.
It's about the look of total instant pleasure. Your father put that look on my face once.
That's nice, Mom.
Nice? I said once. We were married 52 years.
The mail's here.
Oh, Rose, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. It's just a letter. But I just don't know what I'd do if I retired. No problems to solve, no challenges. I'd be afraid my mind would go soft.
Don't even talk that way, Rose. That's crazy talk.
It sure would be nice to have some investments to fall back on, though. Oh, girls, I'm devastated, just devastated.
Honey, what happened?
I asked my teacher for help like you all told me to. He said the only way I would get an A on his final is if I sleep with him.
No.
Oh, yes. I just don't know what to do.
Get it right?
Speaker.
Really? Well, then somebody else do the talking.
Ladies, we're waiting.
Let me save everyone a lot of time here. My name is Frida Claxton. The tree is on my property, and I could care less if the city...
Bless you, Warden.
I wouldn't mind sleeping here on the sofa.
That lumpy thing? No, you're sleeping in my room.
Thanks.
I think I'll retire, too. This is the night I do my facial packs and compresses. It takes me an hour, but that's why my skin is as smooth as a baby's bottom.
Fine, Mrs. Petrillo.
100%?
100%.
Tip-top?
Tip-top.
Then, Mr. 100% tip-top. Why the hell does she feel like hell?
Look, Ma.
Wait, I gotta hear this.
It could be functional.
Functional?
Mental.
Mental. Well, let me tell you something, Mr.
You are not the kind of person I want as a friend. Why don't you go to the Mortimer Club by yourself?
I don't understand.
Let me spell it out for you. Go to hell.
Fines. You know where to find me.
Dorothy, I have terrible news. We don't have an MC for the talent show. Kent Ferguson, the KTMB weatherman, has just dropped out.
Oh, you have to be kidding. What happened?
From the ball and her 3 wicked roommates are jealous.
We are not jealous, Ma. We are angry. You left us sitting in jail.
Hey, I sent over the bail money. You were out an hour later. I think that was just about the time I was nibbling a giant shrimp out of Jerry Reed's hand.
Have a seat.
Well, what can I do for you?
The first thing you can do is get rid of that ridiculous toupee. I want to speak to the bald guy who left me. Ow!
It's the nature of the beast. They'd do it in the mud if they had to. You just go sleep with his best friend. That'll even up the score.
Am I on candid camera?
You mean you didn't get dumped?
Well, actually...
Nice pants, Rose.
Publish a novel.
I think it's all right with Blanche if you stay here. You can have my room. I'll sleep with Ma.
Oh, good. At least now when I wake up in the middle of the night screaming, I'll have a reason.
Well, I'll be the bank.
Oh, good. There's the cash box.
Well, honey, this is empty.
Oh, I know. The St. Olaf Bank was one of the first savings and loans to go under.
Bad management?
Bad contractor. They built the bank on marshland and it sank.
Well, didn't the phone scare you?
Well, of course it did. One of those times I really miss having a man around. They're so good at answering the phone in the middle of the night.
That's not all they're good at.
And when they're really good, you don't even hear the phone.
Ma.
You were dumped by the man of your dreams. It's not surprising that today you'd be a little irritable.
I know, but to be upset about Stan, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I mean, it's not as if he means anything in my life.
Honey, I know exactly what you're going through. Believe me, I do. I'm just so glad we had this little talk. Oh.
Hi, Sophia. Remember me? Stan's brother, Ted. I danced with you at their wedding.
Where were you when they got divorced? I was looking for someone to dance with then.
Ted, what a surprise!
It's great to see you again.
What about me, babe?
Go hug a landmine.
It's your eyesight. Then people are telling you to turn down the TV set when you can barely hear it. And you could live with that. But this, they're trying to take something from me that I just won't give. I can't let this happen, Dorothy. I can't lose my Sal. Not again.
The evidence had melted. To this day, every time I pass an ice cream parlor or a tackle shop, I blush.
Oh, I know it. You're right. It's just terrible. If I get up in the middle of the night, I eat.
Wait a minute. You know something? We're being selfish. I mean, Rose's problem is more important than my date.
Am I losing 2 pounds?
3 pounds.
She has to face reality.
I am. Well, what's the matter, honey? Did you have a bad time with Ray?
It wasn't Ray. His ex-wife, Myra, ran into the chowder heads where we were eating and started yelling at me. And then she grabbed a lobster out of the tank and forced me out of the booth.
How was the lobster at Chowderheads? I have the negatives from Rose's photo shoot. It doesn't say much for this great land of ours, but there's a market out there.
You know, Mrs. Petrillo, I've never had a woman your age do a boudoir.
He also likes working, and most of all, he likes being in the company of pretty young girls.
Oh, wow. Since he puts it that way, how can we refuse? It's a deal.
Good. Here's a list of the pretty young girls he wants you to get for him.
You really came through, Blanche.
I feel all warm inside. This must be what they call the joy of giving. Feels a lot like cramps.
Cocktail wiener?
Patience and understanding.
That's perfect. All I have is a little patience and understanding.
All right, Ma, but listen, when we get there, remember we are trying to make peace. So whatever you do, don't bring up Ida.
I won't, as long as the dog doesn't.
Every time you say ow, just because I once asked you to move a sofa.
I guess I have no choice. I'm in agony. Did you hear that? Agony, Dorothy.
Sophia, don't worry. You made the right decision. I was going to give you this when you got to the hospital, but I'm too excited. Here's your St. Olaf fun pack.
Gyrating my pelvis. I am not interested.
And the world heaves a collective sigh of relief.
Rose, how about you? You want to learn dirty dancing?
I don't know. For some odd reason, dirty dancing always sounds dirty.
Come on.
Joy, are the batteries included? Hang on to your cannolis, because the four of us are going to be contestants on Grab That Dough.
Grab that Ma, do you mean that ridiculous game show where people humiliate themselves for the sake of whim? Find out where this goes. You know, ever since we've known you, you have never once worked on having a meaningful relationship.
I have had many meaningful relationships. Many, many, many meaningful relationships.
Sharing a worm from a tequila bottle is not meaningful.